Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, call hello, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Dash, double honors once again. Go out to the apostles, bishops, and elders, great millstone, who deserve double honors. Salutations also go out to the fellow Akim out there on the highways and byways, pushing this truth across the four corners of the earth, trying to wake up the remaining hopefully elect. This is Nama of the DC camp, and this is sad though it may be. It's judgment. The young man is still fortunate to still be alive, but this should serve as a reminder. Hey, you in America. And in this particular story, this young man, they white woman down in Mississippi, of all places in the United States, with the history that Mississippi has, still to this day, very bold. So guess what? 6 Edomite, so-called white officers got together, raided the house that this young man and his brother stayed in, under the false pretense of them dealing drugs. Go figure. Wow, that's original, right? So let's go ahead and roll this footage. This is from Indisputable with Dr. Richard. Start from the beginning here. Hold on. All right, here we go. Just a month ago, just in case you're wondering. All right, that's January 23rd of this year. All right. Did you hear that? For the rest of his life, he can never taste his food. You know how important the tongue is? You know, there's a scripture in 1 Corinthians 12th chapter where it talks about, you know, as in the body of the Lord, certain things by themselves might not seem important, but they are. All right? You know, the eyes have their job, the ears have their job. The tongue, they had to remove his tongue. Jackson, Mississippi. Of course. Yeah, no shit. Probably gonna lose, his livelihood. Don't know what angle he was shot from. I assume from the side. So probably most of his jaw. I don't know. I haven't seen. They haven't shown the pictures. Like that. That's really fucked up. But and not blaming the victim here, but you are in Mississippi, the same place where the governor. Well, Brett Favre just fucked him over down there with that scam, about his daughter wanting a volleyball. He misappropriated some funds. Hey, for his daughter to have a volleyball structure built or some shit. And then they're having water problems down there because I think, yeah, it is Jackson. It's been like well over 40 years since I've been down there. But yeah, I remember it. So I can speak on it. Yeah, nothing's really changed. I mean, wow. Shit. Yeah, they having problems with the water. Jake had to drink like bottled water. And then just recently, with that last week or so, they're trying to get separate judicial systems down there. One for Edomite, so-called white, and another for Jake. This is Mississippi. And yet, all this going on with Jake, all you hear is about, there's a rise in anti-Semitism. Yet, no one, I take that back. People are waking up to the frauds that these little hats, these Amalekites are. This is Daniel 9:12. It says, and he has confirmed his words which he spoke against us and against our judges who judged us by bringing upon us a great evil. Let me get this in another. I don't know why that's like that. That just started. That's why you got to be careful with these. Because these Edomites like playing games. This is Daniel 9:12. It says, and he hath confirmed his words which he spake against us and against our judges that judged us by bringing upon us a great evil. Alright, for under the whole heaven hath not been done as hath been done upon Jerusalem. Jerusalem, remember, is a people before it's a place. Alright. So here we are constantly, day in and day out. We got to deal with this fucking racist, wicked ass so-called white man who hates us, whose system is built expressly to oppress us. We got to hear about people who have stolen our identity, how they're being afflicted. It's the utmost in disrespect. But you got to remember, this is what we did. What did we do? We turned our backs on the Most High and His Son. The Most High Yahweh and His Son Yahweh Shai. All right. The law, statutes, and commandments which we agreed. All right. That contract, that covenant that we agreed upon, we broke. All right. And as it with any contract, in the breach of contract, there are penalties. All right. And that's why these things are happening to us. All right. But now in this grace period that was allotted to us, this is where we're trying to get back in the Most High's good graces. All right. Hopefully be part of that remnant, that elect. But you have to understand, that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm not blaming the victim. But bro, you in Mississippi. All right, they didn't, what was it, the 13th Amendment they didn't ratify that until 1995, my man. Mississippi. They were the very last holdout. Whew. You know, 6 of them went in there and tortured them. You heard them? Handcuffed them. No telling what else they did. When they said they waterboarded them. You know, hey, if you don't know what that is, hey, look it up. With all the news the last 20 years about Iraq and all that, if you don't know what waterboarding is by now, you know, like I said, look it up. Guantanamo Bay, all that shit. All right, anyway. So, yeah. Let's finish this out. Let's see what else happened. Mm-hmm. Dr. Jonathan Metzl. Let's take a kind of suspicious here. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, that's him. Let's see. All right, is an American psychiatrist and author. He is the Frederick B. Rentschler, the second professor of sociology. My suspicions. Let's see. 58, Kansas City, Missouri. Let's look at his bio here. Early life and education. To a Jewish. Metzl was born and raised in Kansas City, Missouri, to a Jewish family. His father was a pediatrician and his mother was a psychoanalyst. See, the reason I'm bringing this up. See, these people are always watching over us, watching us. And this is how Amalek operates. All right, he tries to get, rub shoulders with you. The NAACP, the history of it. You got to understand the history, what was going on during that time. You had the NAACP, and then as a result of the Leo Frank incident, look it up if you don't know what I'm talking about. What happened was there was a Jewish fellow, I can't remember, he was the owner of the place, factory, whatever. And there was a little white girl that was raped and killed. He tried to blame it on the Jake that was there. All right. Well, the people didn't go for it. So they lynched this motherfucker. Yeah, a Jewish guy. And as a result of that, that's how the ADL, the Anti-Defamation League, was set up. All right. But they're also, they were the ones behind the NAACP. See? And here you are thinking You jakes that aren't aware of what's going on, that they're your best friends. No, they have a reason for staying so close to us. Alright? You gotta remember, these are the same people that financed the slave trade. For those of you that do not know. These are the ones that took our identity. Goddamn shame. I just had to check that. I saw his last name. Oh, boy. Never trust thine enemy. And they are clearly our enemy. Fucking rat. Yeah, it's going to be more to this, so, I have to come back and do another video when they find out, or at least put out more information regarding this. So, hey, until the next video, hey, shalom.